Hello Gemini, welcome back. This is your yearly reading for 2025. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign, depending what you resonate best with. Let's have a look at your yearly messages. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on new videos that come out. And remember, Gemini, these are general readings. If you'd like insights into your own personal situation, you can contact me via the links below for private readings. Gemini, we're going to have a look at your 2025 messages. Starting with January, we'll go ahead and have a look at each month and see the energy of that month. Then we'll take a final card to see the overall energy of 2025. Gemini, let's have a look at the energy and any messages that come out for Gemini for 2025. Gemini. Okay, Gemini. So I'm seeing the beginning of 2025 as something very good, very positive. I feel there's a brand new chapter starting in January. Something brand new. You're closing out 2024 and moving into fresh new energy in 2025, moving into something new, something that's going to be possibly very successful for some of you. I'm seeing a lot of success, and I'm seeing that you're moving out into the world, moving into something that's going to be bigger and better, moving into some new chapter of your life, moving in to 2025 with some kind of sense of accomplishment, with some kind of sense of completion, Gemini. Leaving 2024 behind and moving into 2025 with a sense of completion. Again, starting some new chapter in your life. And I feel February is going to bring some stability for you. I'm picking up stability. I'm also seeing a lot of comfort, material comfort. Gemini, for some of you, you may be dealing with work. This could be some success that you're having at work, moving you into some new or more comfortable area of your life. Both material-wise, also money speaking. I feel money is going to be okay for you in February. Gemini, some of you may be dealing with an individual person. This could be someone specific that you're dealing with. You may be dealing with a good friend. You may be dealing with somebody that's down to earth. Somebody that is very practical. Somebody that has their head on straight. So for those of you dealing with people, you may be dealing with a person as such. And again, if you're not dealing with a specific person, this is going to be indicative of something very stable, a situation that's going to be very comfortable for you in February. Which, again, in January, if things are going well and you're starting some new chapter and you've had some success in something, it's going to bring a lot of monetary and material success to you in February. In March, Gemini, I feel there could be a message that comes in. Some message. This could be indicative of something new. This could be good news. I feel this could be some good news that is delivered to you. Gemini, for some of you, you may also be dealing with a child. Some of you could specifically be dealing with a child in March. And I also feel for some of you, Gemini, this could also be a good time to start to get outside. I'm feeling to do something hands-on. To do something hands-on in March. This could be a hobby. This could be doing something outside. This could be something with gardening. This could also be something with animals for some of you. And between February and March, I'm also picking up there could be something hands-on with possibly taking care of a child. But I feel these 2 months are going to bring some security and bring some stability for you. Again, in March, there could be a message that some of you are receiving. I feel in April, there's going to be some new ideas, something you want to start, something you want to look into. This could be a plan. Gemini, a message in March could bring some kind of idea or some kind of epiphany in April, something that you want to move forward with. This could be a new plan to do something. This could also be communication. I'm picking up crystal clear communication or some kind of direct communication. I'm also seeing some kind of focus. You may be focused on doing something. Focused on this new plan, focused on this new idea, focused on some new strategy to do something. But it's the beginning of whatever this idea is. And I feel it could have to do with this new chapter, again, going back to January, this new chapter that you're starting in 2025. You're tying up loose ends, you're completing something, ending something, you're opening up some kind of new chapter in 2025. And I feel there's going to be some new things, some new ideas that you may want to do. Some things that in May could bring a little bit of stress, could bring a little bit of anxiety. I feel in May, I'm picking up insomnia for some of you, but I'm also picking up overthinking. Gemini, if there's some idea that you have, some plan that you have in April, there could be a lot of overthinking in May regarding whatever this is, whatever this idea is. This could be some idea that you want to move forward with, some plan. This could be something with work. This could be something with a relationship for some of you. But I feel that you're thinking too much about whatever this is, and it could be causing some stress. I'm picking up some stress or anxiety or even a little bit of worry, which in June, there could be a situation that is a little challenging to tiptoe around. Again, for some of you, I'm picking up it could have to do with communication. If you're specifically dealing with a child or if you're dealing with somebody, this could be a partner, this could be a spouse, this could be a family member. But there could be something with communication, with saying something direct to somebody, which could cause a little bit of a tricky situation in June. Because I feel in June there could be somebody that you may be having to tiptoe around, or a situation that you may have to tiptoe around. Something that you may have to pay attention to, something that could have to do with communication, something that could have to do with speaking directly. There could be something that is being said that is dealing specifically with a person that could be causing some stress and could be a challenging situation to deal with the longer that it continues to go on. Gemini, and I feel in July, it could have something to do with some kind of recognition, feeling appreciated in a situation. Gemini, for some of you, if you're dealing with relationships, if you're dealing with a loved one, it could be some kind of person that you may have to tiptoe around with the communication with that person. And it could have to do with something of being recognized or something about feeling appreciated. That could be tricky. It could be challenging. And this is a situation, Gemini, I feel this feeling of appreciation or being recognized for something is coming up in July. So I feel it's going to have some peak in July. But a situation that's continuing to go on, because I feel in August, there's some kind of cycle here. And even some kind of cycle, Gemini, you're starting the year, ending something and moving into some new energy, starting a new chapter in your life. I feel this is something brand new of January 2025, but I'm picking up something with cycles here because August of 2025, I'm seeing that there's still some kind of cycle that's happening. And I'm picking up cycle with communication, possibly involving an individual, somebody that could be a difficult person to deal with, somebody that could be a tricky person. It's always a tricky situation speaking with this person, talking with this person, and something you have to tiptoe around, and something that could be causing some stress, something that could have to do with this feeling of appreciation. And I feel this energy is taking over for the better half of 2025. I feel there's some kind of cycle with this person or with this situation. And I feel in August, Gemini, for some of you, I'm also picking up that this is going to be a very intuitive month. If you're dealing with a situation or a person as such, to watch this situation, to observe what's happening, to watch the cycles of what's happening. Because I feel from January to August, there's some cycle that you're moving through. And so I feel it's going to be important to watch this cycle, to watch how this thing is moving, to watch this change or this movement in action, to observe what's happening, to listen to your intuition. Because by September, Gemini, I feel there could be some kind of restriction here, or some kind of, I'm picking up some kind of limitation, something that could shut you down, something that could block you. Gemini, I'm also picking up addictions for some of you. Some kind of addiction, dealing with somebody that could have an addiction, or dealing with an addiction that you have yourself. But I'm picking up addiction. I'm picking up this could be sex or drugs or alcohol for some of you, but there's something that could be limiting you or restricting you, and it could have to do with an addiction. I'm also picking up pleasure seeking for some of you, and this could have something to do with this cycle that continues to repeat itself. For some of you, Gemini, I'm specifically picking up something with sex between September and October. Something that you're seeking some kind of physical pleasure, some kind of material pleasure. I'm also picking up, if there's other addictions, this could be other physical addictions. But this could have to do with an individual, with the communication, with this tricky situation, and with something of feeling appreciated, something that you're going to have to pay attention to. Again, pay attention to these cycles, pay attention to any stress, whether your own stress or if there's stress around you. And by October, Gemini, be strong in this situation. There could be something that you need to face, something you need to confront. It could have to do with these addictions or this pleasure seeking in September, but there's something in October that you may need to face. You may need to be courageous and face some kind of issue, which in November could lead to some kind of balancing act. I'm picking up that things need to be prioritized, that things need to be put into balance here in November. And not only do they need to be put into balance, there's some choice that you may need to make. It could be a choice about entertaining whatever is going on here in September, between September and October, especially if you're seeking some kind of physical pleasures. But there could be some choice that you're confronted with, something you need to face in October, that the choice presents itself in November. Something that by December could be overwhelming. Gemini, I feel December, it could be leading up to some kind of situation that feels like it's too much to handle. Something where you feel you may want to hide away. You may need to take some time to recuperate. Things have gotten too much. If you're dealing with a work situation, Gemini, this could be overworking. You may be starting the year off with some kind of new, fresh start, feeling that you've completed what you needed to complete for 2024, especially if you're working on projects, feeling like you're completing those projects and you're starting new projects in 2025. But this could be a situation at work in which you're not feeling that you're given the credit where credit is due for the work that you're doing. This could be some cycle that's happening at work, which causes some stress, and this could be causing overworking. Gemini, for some of you, there is some kind of workaholic tendency that could come up, and some choice that you may be faced with in November when things become too much in December. So if you're dealing with a work situation, it could be a choice to look for another job, for example. For some of you, it could be dealing with relationships, something which could be tricky to tiptoe around, something which could have to do with communication with this person, something that could be stressful, but something that's hinged on some kind of physical pleasure that you're getting with this individual. Something that you may be faced with this choice towards the end of the year, a choice which could be challenging, which could be difficult. It may feel like an overwhelming choice to make. Gemini. So again, 2025, I'm seeing this cycle, some kind of cycle that could be repeating itself, especially in the first few months of the year, especially from January till August. Let's go ahead and check the overall message for 2025. Very interesting, Gemini. We have gratitude and appreciation coming back to our card of appreciation here in July. Something about feeling appreciated. Gemini, and this is not only for you to appreciate others and have gratitude for others or have gratitude for things in your own life, but also that others appreciate you and have gratitude for the things that you do for them. If you're in some situation where there's some kind of lack of appreciation on your part or on somebody else's part, this could be an unhealthy relationship. And if you're in a situation dealing with somebody in which communication is always tricky, something is always stressful, Gemini, there could be something in which there is a relationship that is based solely on something material, for example, where there could be some situation, some tricky situation in feeling this appreciation or feeling appreciated. Or again, a work situation for some of you in which you're doing the work, doing some hard work, some hands-on work, which you may not be feeling appreciated. But this is some kind of cycle here. Again, especially from January to August, I'm seeing this cyclical, this some kind of cycle here that's happening, which has to do with feeling appreciated with someone or in a situation. So watch for this, and remember the overall energy for the year of 2025 is gratitude and appreciation. So again, this has to do with appreciating others, having gratitude for others, giving thanks, especially if somebody helps you, to make sure that you give thanks, make sure that you appreciate them, but also make sure that that appreciation is reciprocated. That if you are continuing to do things for others, that you should also get some kind of appreciation, some kind of thanks for what it is that you're doing for somebody else. Because if not, then this relationship, then this situation may not be a healthy relationship. Watch out for this cycle. Make sure to check this cycle. Watch out for any temptations or addictions or working too much. You may need to face something or confront something in October about making some kind of choice. But overall in 2025, keep this theme in mind, gratitude and appreciation. make sure that whatever situation you're in or whoever you're dealing with, there's some kind of reciprocation here in general between gratitude and appreciation during the year of 2025. So those are your messages for this year. Do let me know if you have questions or comments in the comment box below. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on new videos that come out. Don't forget to like this video and check the links below for additional readings or personal readings, and have a good week.